some review questions for the college placement exam, number 36. So which of the following represents the function of x? So now in this case, what we're looking for is definition would be one value of x can only have one value of y. Now, another simple way for you to check if anything is a function or not, we're going to use the vertical line test. So meaning when you draw a vertical line, the intersection with the vertical line to the graph only has to be 1, not more than 1. So for example, choice 1 here, you see 2 intersections, this cannot be a function. Choice 2, wherever you cut, you only see 1 intersection. Even in this case, this is open circle, this is closed circle, so there's only one intersection. But in this case, you have 2 intersections here. So therefore, only thing that is a function in this case in terms of x is choice 2. That means B would have been our answer. An equation of a circle with this one is center and the radius is 5. So how do you get the equation? I want you to remember equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where r is the radius, and then h comma k is the center. So based upon this, you can see that, hey, so this is my center, so that means in place of h, I'm going to have -2, so that gives us x plus 2. You see, it has to be the opposite sign. Plus y minus k, didn't change, equals r squared, which means 5 has to be squared, so we get 25. So that is my answer. So then I believe that this is equal to choice E, right over here. That would have been the answer. All right, let's move on to next question. Then I want you to find the solution set here. But this is 6th power. It's kind of high up there. But when you look at it, this is 6th, this is 3rd. So they're like a they're not quadratic equation, but they look like quadratic equation if I assume that a is equal to x to the 3rd. If I were to assume that, then you get to realize that a squared will be equal to x to the 6th power. When I square both of them, I have to multiply the exponent by 2. So then this equation can be rewritten as a squared minus 7a, you see, x to the 6th power, I have a squared, and x to the 3rd power, I have a, plus 12 equal to 0. And you know that you can factor this one. So we have a minus 4 and a minus 3. See, these two numbers get you 12 when they multiply, but add up to be -7. So now it looks like a has to be equal to 4. But wait a minute, what was a? A was x to the 3rd power. So we get x to the 3rd power is equal to 4. That means x has to be cube root of 4. That's my first answer. But how about the second one? In this case, we have a is equal to 3. That means x cubed must be equal to 3. So x must be equal to cube root of 3, which I don't have them here. So only possible answer would be choice D. All right, let's look at number 39. So when you solve this equation, how many roots are greater than 1/2? So you can see that x is common in all 3 terms. So I'm going to factor x out. Then we have x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you can see that from here, I can factor this one further. X was already there. Which two numbers multiply to 2 but add up to -3? Yes. X minus 2, x minus 1 equal to 0. So then here we get x is equal to 0, or 2, or 1. But we're looking for roots that are greater than 1/2. That means 2 is one of them, 1 is one of them. We have 2 of them in total. So therefore, choice C becomes the answer. All right, let's look at number 40. The area of the equilateral triangle with side length of D is. Now, this one, I want you to just memorize them. Area of equilateral triangle is radical 3 over 4 side square. Now, so if you remember that, in place of S, I have D here. So then my answer is radical 3 over 4 D squared. That's what I'm looking for. I see that only possible answer will be choice D. So D becomes my answer. All right, let's look at number 41. An equation of a circle radius of 1, as you talked about it earlier, then we get to have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So based upon this one, what I can do is x minus 0, which is simply x squared, plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 1 squared, which is equal to 1. Alrighty. Now, then I don't see anything that looks like it looks exactly like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this one and then simplify them. So you know that y minus 1 is simply y minus 1 times y minus 1. So when I distribute them, y times y equals what? Y squared and minus y, because, and then another one is minus y. The last one is plus 1. So if I have to rewrite them, I already had x squared plus y squared minus 2y plus 1 equals 1. Then what can I do? I can subtract 1 from both sides. Then I get x squared plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 0. So I'm looking for something like this, which is choice A would have been my answer. Alrighty. So with that one, I'm going to close it for today. I'll see you later.